I'm tired of videos like this, and this, and this, and all of these. I'm tired of all of it. Today, I'm cutting through 30 years of nutrition noise and answering one simple question. What is healthy? Let's dive into it. Let me paint you a picture. Right now, in 2026, the US weight loss industry is worth over $135 billion. And yet, we're arguably more confused about food than any point in human history. We have more access to nutrition information than any generation before us. We have apps, podcasts, YouTube channels, dietitians. Hi. And the result is chaos. People are afraid of carbs. People are afraid of fat. People are afraid of fruit because apparently fruit has too much sugar now. And the irony, none of this is making us healthier. According to the National Eating Disorders Association, NEDA, 35% of people who start dieting progress to unhealthy dieting. And of those, 20 to 25% develop a full or partial eating disorder. So today, I want to zoom way out. I want to take you on a history tour from the year 2000 to today. Because when you see the pattern, you cannot unsee it. And then I want to get to what actually matters. Because somewhere in the middle, that's where healthy actually lives. Let me take you further back because the story starts in the 90s. The 90s told us fat was killing us. The government updated dietary guidelines and the food industry responded. Suddenly, everything on the shelf was fat-free. Snackwell's cookies, low-fat yogurt, fat-free salad dressings. The problem, to make fat-free food taste like actual food, you have to replace the fat with sugar. So we spent an entire decade eating low-fat and getting sicker. Rates of obesity and diabetes went up, not down. Turns out fat wasn't the villain, marketing was. So in the year 2000, we swung the other way. Enter Atkins. Carbs are poison, fat is your friend, bread is the devil. People lost weight fast, I'll give you that. But you cannot live without carbohydrates on the long term. And when people went back to eating normally, as they always do, the weight came back. Sometimes even more. And we call that yo-yo dieting. And that takes a real toll on your body. 45 million copies of the Atkins book were sold. 45 million people were told the same story, and then the trend moved on and left them behind. Moving on to the year 2012, the year of the detox. Lemon juice, cayenne pepper, maple syrup for days. And the promise is you are flushing toxins from your body. So here's the truth. Your liver and kidneys do that every single day for free. There is no credible evidence that a juice cleanse removes anything from your body that your organs weren't already handling themselves. The Paleo diet said eat like your ancestors from 2013 to 2017. Whole foods, animal protein, no grains. The principle of eating less processed foods? Solid. But let's be honest, our ancestors hunted for every meal, didn't have the luxury of a grocery store, and died at 35. Our lifestyle looked nothing like theirs. So let's not take that advice too literally. Then came the keto diet. And I want to be clear here. The ketogenic diet was developed to treat epilepsy. But when it became a mainstream trend pushed by people with no clinical training, people were eating 80% of their calories from fat. They were skipping fruits. They were skipping whole grains and wondering why they felt terrible after a while. Now it's 2017 to 2020. Intermittent fasting shifted the conversation from what you eat to when you eat. Don't eat for 16 hours or 18 hours or just eat once a day. This is what people call OMAD, one meal a day. The idea of giving your body a break from constant eating? Not crazy. But we are already doing that by sleeping at night. Funny enough, people turned it into a competition. Who can fast the longest and who can go the most hours without foods? Here's what nobody was talking about. Extended fasting disrupts your hunger hormones, breaks down your muscle mass, and for anyone who already has disordered eating or an eating disorder, telling them not to eat for 16 to 18 hours a day is very dangerous. And here we are, the year 2026, ruled by Ozempic, Wegovy, Mounjaro. These are the GLP-1 drugs, initially developed to treat type 2 diabetes. For that purpose, they really are effective. But then people noticed that they lead to weight loss and the internet lost its mind. Suddenly, these drugs were being prescribed to people with no diabetes and no metabolic condition, just a desire to lose weight and fast. But nobody was asking the real question. What happens when you stop taking it? If you're taking it without a prescription, without being followed by a dietitian, the weight will come back because the drug never addressed nutrition, movement, and the habits that actually create lasting change. This drug is used as a tool. It's one part of the puzzle. It's one of the tools, of the many tools you are going to be using on your weight loss journey. It is not a miracle drug, and on its own, it won't help you achieve your goals. Which brings me to the two loudest conversations happening right now, starting with diet culture. Diet culture tells you that thinness equals health, that there are good foods and bad foods, that hunger is a weakness and willpower is everything. Here's the truth. What you eat does affect your health. Ultra-processed food, excess sugar, they are all harmful to you, and I'm not going to pretend otherwise. But thinness does not equal healthy. You can be thin and have a chronic disease, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, or even insulin resistance. And you can reside in a larger body and have a perfect blood work and great energy. The scale does not tell the whole story. And then there's the social media frenzy fueling this movement. People with zero clinical training telling millions of followers what to eat, what to cut, what to fear, when to eat. Millions of people watching on a daily basis and thinking, maybe I should try that. And some of them do, and it's very dangerous. Now I want to talk about the second loudest conversation, health at every size. It's a movement that says that your health is not defined by your size, that you deserve respectful medical care regardless of how much you weigh, that healthy behaviors like eating well, moving your body, taking care of your mental health, they all matter for everyone and everybody at every size. It says to stop shaming people into health because shame has never made anyone healthier. And I want to add something to that. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to thrive regardless of your size, regardless of what the scale says, and regardless of whether you fit into what society has decided is the right body. That is not a radical idea. That is basic human dignity. And let me be clear, I support this movement and I am part of that conversation. So what does healthy actually mean? Healthy should never be a number, never a dress size, never a scale reading. Healthy is a set of behaviors, markers, and conditions, and it looks different on every single body. There's a difference between caring about your health and being controlled by it. There's a difference between body acceptance and ignoring what your body is telling you. Both of those lines matter. A healthy person nourishes their body consistently. They enjoy food without fear or guilt. They move in ways that feel supportive, not punishing. They respect their body even while working on it. They can go to a dinner, a birthday, a holiday, and actually be there without anxiety taking over, without calculating every bite. They can look themselves without hatred, and they understand that health is built over time through patterns and not perfection. That is it. That is the answer that 30 years of trends, billion-dollar industries, and social media algorithms have been burying. Here's why I wanted to make this video. We are in a moment where misinformation about nutrition has never been louder or more dangerous. Social media algorithms reward extremism to get views and clicks. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to live a healthy life. As always, please like and subscribe. It helps our channel grow and reach a wider audience. And if you're genuinely struggling, whether that's with food, your relationship with your body, or just figuring out what healthy actually looks like for you, come apply to be a guest on our show at thedietitianstable.com/apply. I would love to talk to you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next episode.